everyone, welcome back to my channel. I found this neat little wrecker on a freebie mod. I'll put a link in the description below where you can get it from. But it's got some issues with some of the skins. One I picked out, it was working fine whenever I first did it. Put the skin on, but now it's got this little line thing going through it. I don't understand that. Not sure what that is. Wasn't there before whenever I logged out the first time I got it on there, but we'll see how far it goes with. But other than that, I mean, this is actually pretty neat. The only thing that's kind of jank is the way it's hooked up. Looks like it's just hooked up by some lines. It's not really held on by cables or anything like that. It's just lifted up. So, but other than that, I mean, it's actually pretty neat if you want to try it out for yourself. Figured we try something a little different here on I always do trucks and everything. I've always wanted to do a wrecker, and I think it's pretty neat like this, but at the same time it doesn't look all that great with the cables not looking up on it. I tried to find the one that Jeff Faviano had, and apparently the website's been shut down or something, so whenever I try the link that he has in his description, doesn't seem to be working. But we're running with the Cat C15 engine on this one, so that way we have a good engine sound at least. Hopefully those lines don't stay there forever. It's not because I have no clue what those are about, but the lights and everything seem to be working alright. But let's start it up and get rolling. Taking a big tour bus down to Missoula, Montana. We're in Helena right now because I decided to go ahead and come over here. I can only get this stuff on the freight market. Can't get it on the external or anything like that. So this is a fun video just to show this one right here, what you can get. But let's get rolling. Seems like all the lights are working pretty well, besides those little lines on the skin. I don't know if it's a skin causing that or what, but it's kind of weird. I've never had it happen to me before, but I'll check it out. Might be something on the pipes. Who knows at this point, but it's something that needs to be fixed. There's always bugs with these type of mods and stuff like that. And weird part is they got somebody sitting in the, I don't know if that's the driver's seat or the passenger seat, but they're not supposed to be really sitting there. Yeah. I mean, you see the lines going through it and everything. It needs work done to it. Like the skin's all... something on it is causing it. And it goes off and it goes on. Not sure exactly what's going on with it, but we'll figure it out. Try a new skin or something like that, like a regular skin. See if that helps it. If not, we'll have to go with the piping. Maybe it looks like it's on the pipes, so it may be the chrome or something. Looks like it's the hookups, the chrome piping maybe. I don't know, but the chrome piping is actually working out as well, so it might be something with the pipes. It needs to be fixed. But other than that, I mean, the rest of it seems to be working just fine. It has its own type of wheels you can use. It has a liftable axle. You can have it up or down. So, I mean, it's nice to have variety with it. Can't do much with the lighting. I think it's only got one type of set of lighting, which is actually pretty good. I like the LED lights anyway. And you can choose, looks like it's used some of the headlight mods from other trucks and everything, like the Viper 2 and all that stuff, to have different types of lighting. Go ahead and get on over here. That was nice of them to let them out, but you can't be stopping in the middle of the road. it. I mean, especially on the interior wise, you can do different things. And the lights do work with the beacon buttons, so that's positive. Get around this curve right here and we'll check the interior view. Running I think it's a 10 speed. So might be the reflections off that chrome is what's messing with it. So maybe change that piping or something like that. Maybe it'll go away. It'll change the color of the truck. Even though it's a cool skin, it's got some cool skins you can pick out for it, but oh, my allergies are kicking my butt today. This is, I mean, it's pretty neat. I like it. It's got two different things. You got a bus, and I think you got like a semi-truck. I think there might be one more. It might be just like 2 or 3. You just gotta look in the freight market and find them. But yeah, I mean, this was working fine a minute ago. Or not a minute ago, but whenever I did put it in there the other day. Because I was picking out some trucks and everything, looking through some freebie trucks and stuff. I just kind of wish it had more of the oh, that's my freaking curve. Coming over. I wish I had more of the I forgot what I was gonna say. Went brain dead, my bad. Got to looking at where I was supposed to be going and got lost in what I was doing. Forgot what I was talking about. Kinda just wish it had more like the specific nodes you can put into it and everything. But this is the thing about getting freebie truck mods. On the interior view here. Mirrors are a little spaced out. Comes right down to it. I mean, you do see the bus back there and everything. And of course you see those lines. Interior wise, you can there's a few dashboards you can pick out. You can pick old school dash or kind of a newer one with the gauges. But it still needs a lot of work done to it. You can put the GPS on there, but the GPS seems a little dark. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, the reflections of the lights are kind of weird in the rearview mirror. But I mean, it's a work in progress. It needs a little bit of more bug fixes and everything. Weigh a lot. But of course there's people in the bus, which I don't know why. That's kind of a not allowed to be towing people that's sitting in the bus. Looks like there's a detour. Actually, there's like a mechanic place right there. Maybe I'll go ahead and go down and fix that real quick and see if it changes it. So we can not have to worry about looking at the lines since we got a detour anyway over here. But I'll edit this out anyway. anyway. You have to watch me do it. Mirrors are still nice, so the reflection of the mirrors actually work pretty good. This needs to be one thing I did forget to do is adjust my seating position, so may do that too while I'm getting this finished here. But you can see that line right there. I mean, it's crazy. See if I can fix that real quick. Alright, we are back. We're gonna just go ahead and change a couple other things, like the pillar, all that stuff, that look a little better. And I found these on there, didn't notice them until just then. That's just pretty neat. Even though the engine ain't started, that's about the only thing to get out of these smokestacks from some of the mods. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue what we're doing here. Get these people where they're going. Get the bus fixed. That's better than having to deal with those lines coming across. Kinda wish it'd do like the GTA 5 version, where when you hit the gas it blows smoke and then it clears up after you're going. That would be so cool if they could implement that in this game. Give it smokestacks and everything. But somehow get it to where whenever you run, a lot of miles on your truck and everything, that over time it turns different colors, turns black, from a white or something like that. I mean, you understand what I'm saying, a car with a lot of miles, gets kind of worn out. There's many different stacks. Yeah, it was like the metal stacks or something on the it was something with the stacks that had the color scheme around the chrome. For some reason it was tripping out. So I just picked one without those straps. It's just fully chrome and everything, and I found this. That was pretty neat. But it will use other engine sound mods, use Z mods and all that stuff. If you don't like the engine sounds that come with this truck, which is awesome, I think. Alright, let's go back into the interior view. Adjusting my mirrors and everything. The reflection out the window is kind of off in a way, I think. The line going through it. But other than that, the reflections ain't too bad. It's not a bad little freebie. I mean, you're not paying any money for it, so if you was paying for it, I'd be wanting something that's more fixed, not buggy. But I mean, it's still usable. I mean, the mirror, that window over there looks like it's fogged up compared to this one. It still needs some work done to it, some bug fixes. I think the creators got a lot of vehicles, trucks, or whatever on their hands with making freebies that they're not taking care of the small issues all that fast. Whenever they do, it's still got some issues. But I mean, it's a nice little truck. To me, it does remind me of the we call that it's the one that Jeff Favignano had, and I think he might have used the template off that to create his own little thing. But it still needs a lot of work. It still needs a lot of little finesse, especially when you attach the loads and everything up. And To me, you pick up the load from like wherever, kind of like us, where the places are, like you do a normal load when you're playing with your regular truck. Like I had to pick this one up at Walmart, but it was at the dock bay instead of being like in the parking lot. You know, does that make sense? It needs a little bit more refined work, especially when it comes to the type of job, freight market jobs you can get for it. But other than that, I mean, it's a really nice truck. Just need little fixes here and there. So go ahead and get in this lane. Well, maybe not. My turn's coming up as faster than I thought it would. Still had further to go. I love these roundabouts. Still sounds beautiful on the inside. Other. Actually, I've seen these before, so I'm not surprised. It's not a bad little trick. Oh, I'm a little tired, Stay tired anymore, it seems like I'm just drained with all the work and having to work on my car and everything. I'm just killed out. Can't wait to get this all repaired, fixed, and done with. I got her a little close. Didn't seem like it. It's almost like the only thing that's hooked to is the lines. Oh, and you will have to turn off the advanced coupling or the thing to show up that tells you to hook up to it or whatever. I was having issues with it. I turned off that advanced coupling for the trailers. I'm gonna drop her in here. Guessing Napa's gonna fix it. I mean, these kind of jobs you think you dropped off at like a repair shop or something. Or there it is. It's not the greatest, but I mean, it's not bad if you want to try something different. It's free, but I'll put a link in the description below with it, so that way y'all know where to go to get it and everything. And I shall see you all in the next one.